Plaintiff Rashi Cradell says the defendant is her fiancé's best friend, and they used to hustle together. Rashi claims the defendant spent 14 years in prison for dealing drugs, and she's suing him today because he totaled her car. Defendant Sean Ellaby has been hustling since the age of 12, but 14 years in prison changed him. Sean credits Rashi's fiancée for getting him released from prison early, but he says Rashi is annoying and aggravating. He's countersuing for emotional distress.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Well, Judge, I've known Sean, Mr. Ellaby, maybe since 1997. He's actually the best friend of my fiance, Pierre. Back in the days, they used to hustle drugs, you know, like in the streets. And 2005, Sean was sentenced to 14 years federal prison for selling narcotics. Now, when he came home, we allowed him to come and stay in our house.
How much was it?
A lot.
What does that mean? 100 kilos? 200 kilos?
Nah, about, overall, they said $3 million worth of narcotics.
I don't know what that means. That could be street value. That's all right, man. You're avoiding it.
So we
Thank
allowed...
God you're out, though. When did you get out?
27th of March, 2019.
Good. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, well, Mr. Ellaby, after he came home from prison, we allowed him to come and stay in our house, rent-free, no responsibilities of paying no bills, nothing. The only thing that I required was no women in my house.
No, now you sound crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Even I know that.
Thank you.
No,
Let me turn around.
it's not your turn. It's not your turn.
Thank you.
I'm
Lord,
turning over
thank
to you. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn my back on
Thank
you
you.
all together.
Thank you. What?
Now, it wouldn't have been as bad
No.
if the man hadn't been in prison for 14 years.
He
How you gonna tell a man that's been in prison 14 years that you can't have no women?
Oh, my God.
No.
What else you want to tell me before I go over to him, man? What are the other conditions?
Well, besides him, the rule, you know, Sean is very nosy, cocky, always jumping in people's conversations when it has nothing to do with him. Anytime I would cook...
You won't let him get that energy out of him. Go ahead.
Well, he needed to leave my house to get that energy out. Go run around the block.
All right,
Go
man.
take the garbage out. Go mow the lawn. Something other than taking the energy out in my house.
Your rules,
my
you're
house,
right.
My rules.
You're right.
Or he
And no
could've-
sex.
Right.
That's
there
right.
you go. Now, that's the rule that he broke. So one day I came downstairs, and in my family room, there were some shoes that did not belong to me. And next thing I know, I started hearing these moaning and groaning noises. And it was Sean upstairs, humping and bumping with some chick. And I told Pierre it's time for him to go.
Excuse me.
Nope, it's not your turn.
I have to interject in this.
No,
It's 6 in the morning. They should be sleeping.
No.
I'm trying to get in and
now
out.
With the noise you make, you've been gone for 14 years. You know, you was howling at the moon. Go ahead, man.
At 6 in the morning, I'm up because I had a job to
you don't have to explain
work.
that. All right, I got that. Let me allow him to give some background.
Your Honor, I've been in the streets hustling since I was 12 years old. You know, my mother and father was addicts, so I took on responsibility since I'm the oldest, take care of my younger siblings. In my time being in the street, I met Pierre. We became real close. It's been about 22 years now. And, you know, like she said, I caught 14 years in the feds. In my time in the feds...
Did you do any time?
Yes, Your Honor.
He didn't give you up, did he?
No.
Or y'all were on the conspiracy together? No. Or y'all wasn't on the same case?
No.
All right, go ahead.
Don't do that. I don't do that. But long story short, the 14 years changed me. You know, I'm a law-abiding citizen now. I'm a commercial driver. I'm a tattoo artist. Good. You know, I got a whole different appreciation for life. Yep. Now, mind you, in my transitions, Mr. Thompson, Pierre, he helped me get out because he filed the motion through a lawyer, which I appreciate. You know, it's my friend, love him to death. I got him for that. But, in that time, you know, the 22 years I know him, I've met Rashid, known Rashid. Now, Rashid, she's good people. She's just aggravating. I can't even take it. She's annoying. She's aggravating. She's hypocritical. She plays this church thing. Oh, I'm so church. I go to this. I've been home 7 months. I ain't say go to church yet. She might go to a secret church. I don't know. It might be a night church. When I'm asleep, I don't know. I don't know what type of church it is, but I haven't seen the day church, so it could be some night church going on, you know.
You don't see me go to church because I put you out.
I ain't see a church. She might be like secret society church. It could be like, I don't know, be some kind of church.
You go to church?
Yes, sir, I go to church.
What church
What's
is that?
the name of it?
New Bethel Church of God in Christ, City of Praise.
When they open?
Assistant Jamar Frazier.
They not open
I'm gonna
those
call
days
it.
I've been
They
there.
are 2020 Broadway, Schenectady, New York.
They must be closed for renovations.
No.
I'm gonna call my pastor, Bishop Blake, who's the presiding bishop over the International
Kojic,
Church of God in Christ. I know, I'm gonna call him and see. Give me your phone.
But in that time, Your
Go
Honor,
ahead, I'm just kidding.
in that time, Your Honor, you know, that's how I've changed my life.
Good.
You know, and
Good.
I'm focused on getting my life in order.
Good.
You know,
Glad to
helping
hear
my
that.
loved ones and friends. The transition's been real smooth.
Now, tell me about the car.
So I used to own a 2008 Dodge Charger.
Death trap.
Sean asked me if he could borrow my vehicle, and I told him no because he did not have a driver's license.
I had a permit.
So
I was on my way getting licensed.
he did not have a driver's license. I
was a
told
week
him
away.
no.
Sir, that's enough. Go ahead.
So
You told him no.
yes. So Mr. Pierre came to pick me up from work on that evening, and while he was there at my job, he said Sean had an accident with my car and we needed to go pick him up because a state trooper had him. And I'm like, how did he get my car? He's like, oh, well, he asked me if I could use it, and I told him yes. I said, I already told Sean no, he could not use my car. So he's like, I didn't know that you told Sean that he couldn't use your car. So when we arrived where he was with the state trooper, he loves being in the back of a cop car.
Stop that.
I told him, you're gonna have to pay for my car because I specifically told you no. And he says, I'll take care of it. Now he's saying, oh, it's a death trap. I shouldn't have to pay for it.
What happened? Did
He
you find
totaled
out the details?
he totaled the car.
Did you find out how it occurred?
He's saying that the car had bald tires and that it was a piece of crap.
But it had to hit something to be totaled.
He went off the road and
Okay.
tore up the undercarriage.
Okay, did the police come to
Yes,
the
the police
scene?
came, they totaled the car out, and they had to tow the car away.
And he told them that occurred, that it slid off the road. Did he give them any other details? to
Yes,
your
he told
knowledge?
them that my car had bald tires. That's why he slid off the road.
Okay. Let me hear from you, sir.
Now, Your Honor, on the day in question, I asked her, can I use the vehicle? I did ask her, because I had some things to do, some errands to run. She got 2 cars. She only using one. I'm not going to use them both. It's sitting there in the driveway, you know? So she says no. I said, okay. I made an executive decision to go above her head. I said, P, bro, I need to use the car. I got some things to do. You know, I got to run around. He's like, okay, take the keys, right? Get the key, go. I said, all right, I got you. I'll be back. So I runs around, make my little errands, and go see my little ladies' friends because I can't have them at the house. So on my way back, it starts raining. As I'm coming home, it's this steep turn you have to get off the exit to go to the house. As I'm coming around this turn, the car starts to slide. The car slides, hits a cement foundation that's in the ground. I guess it used to be a light at one time or something. The car went over that, it ripped the whole undercarriage up, and I went down a hill. Now, mind you, being that I'm such an extraordinary individual, I walked away unscathed. Because anybody else, they probably would have died in this accident. This was a death trap on
Why
wheels.
shouldn't you pay?
I feel I shouldn't pay because she had a death trap on the road. This car couldn't pass inspection with
What's
them
your
tires.
counterclaim for?
Emotional stress.
What did she do to you?
She emotional because she let me she had a death trap registered and insured on the road, and it shouldn't have been on the road. It should not have been on the road.
And I told you
And I
no.
saved her. I said she should be paying me for saving her life.
No.
Because had that been her, she
No.
might not have made it.
I told you no.
She might not have made it. She's so little.
Please tell me your lawyer, because you should sue him for malpractice. He didn't allow you to testify in your own defense at trial, did he, over your drug trial, did he? 'Cause I would have gave you 30 if you talk like this at the drug trial, sir. That is faulty logic, first of all. Let's start here. She told you no. So when you took it anyway, you committed a crime if she wanted to file.
Thank you.
Because she told you no when you took a car, and she told you no. When you take something from somebody and they tell you not to, that's theft. That's
Another
don't make
crime.
the viewers think you don't know the difference. Now, they're going to say, he don't even know the difference between right and wrong. He doesn't know what a crime and isn't a crime. He need to go back in. So stop it.
Yeah.
They're going to think people that have been freed need to go back in because they don't know the difference between right and wrong. And that is a crime, taking her car. At the very least, it's negligent. You created the first negligent act or illegal act by taking it. Everything that follows that goes wrong is your fault. Because had you not committed the illegal or negligent act in the first place, none of that would have happened. It could very well be that she told you no because she knew those things were wrong. And she may have known how to operate a raggedy car, but didn't trust that you knew. So, well, I know how to operate my own raggedy car, but you're not gonna know how to operate my raggedy car, so no. You got it? You tried to operate the raggedy car, and you couldn't, like she told you. So you owe the woman her money, sir. Your counterclaim is dismissed. Your claim is granted. Good luck to you, man. Keep us proud, all right? Have a good day.
I still feel emotionally stressed. I got PTSD. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why the judge didn't see it in my favor. Obviously, I saved her life. I should have got paid just for saving her life. Like, you know, but I'm still gonna go to her restaurant and eat a lot of empanadas because she's a good cook anyway, so, you know, I ain't got nothing else to do.
That's my boy. I love him. He's like my brother. Ain't nothing gonna happen. That's it. And I love her too.
But what? He's gonna do what?
He's gonna pay that money.
Exactly. He's gonna pay.
I got to.